Welcome back to Let's Grow Movement,
Oh,
where
yeah.
we help you navigate the always changing world of AI and tech.
Mhm.
I'm your host. I'm the one who's constantly looking for the latest breakthroughs.
Right.
And with me, as always, is the amazing mind who helps us actually understand all of it.
Happy to be here, you bet. Ready to dive into today's topic?
Absolutely. We're going deep on OpenAI's latest release,
Okay.
O3 Mini.
Okay.
You know, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, okay, another AI model.
Right.
Like, so what?
Yeah,
But then I started looking into it and realized, this is actually something special.
it really is. What's interesting here is how OpenAI is focusing on making powerful AI not just smarter, but more accessible.
Okay, let's unpack that.
Okay.
What exactly is O3 Mini?
So O3 Mini is the newest model in OpenAI's reasoning series,
Okay.
released just last week
Oh, wow.
on January 31st.
Okay.
They're calling it the most cost-effective model yet, which is a big deal because, as you know, running these models can get pretty expensive.
Right. That's always been a barrier
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
yeah.
So if it's more affordable, who does that open it up for?
Well, think about independent researchers, startups, educators, even students who are interested in AI but maybe don't have a ton of resources.
Right.
O3 Mini is available in both ChatGPT and the API, which means it's accessible to both casual users and developers.
So you could be tinkering with it in ChatGPT, and then a developer could be integrating it into a cutting-edge application the next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this accessibility gets to the heart of why O3 Mini is so significant.
Okay.
It's a step towards democratizing AI, making these powerful tools available to a much wider audience.
So I know it's more accessible. We know it's cost-effective.
Yeah.
But is it actually good?
This is where it gets really interesting. OpenAI has specifically designed O3 Mini to excel in STEM fields.
Okay, so anyone listening who's in those fields, this is where you should be paying attention.
Absolutely. They've put O3 Mini through some incredibly tough tests, and the results are pretty remarkable.
Okay. For example, it tackled the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, or AIME.
Wait, AM? Isn't that like the super hard math competition
Yes.
for high schoolers?
Yes.
I remember trying those problems.
Right.
I did not qualify for any national championships.
Well, O3 Mini performed incredibly well on them.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't stop there. It was also evaluated on GPQA Diamond, which is a data set of PhD-level science questions.
So not just crunching numbers. It's like thinking on a higher level.
We're talking about incredibly complex scientific concepts.
Wow.
And then there's frontier math,
Okay.
which focuses on research-level mathematics.
Okay, so even
The kind of stuff that even top mathematicians are working on.
even at the top level is competing.
O3 Mini is holding its own.
Okay, so we talked about high-level math and science. What about coding?
Right.
Because AI is starting to play a bigger and bigger role
Right.
in software development. Can it keep up?
Absolutely.
They tested it on Code Forces, which is a platform for competitive coding challenges, and SWE Bench Verified, which focuses on real-world software engineering tasks.
Wow. So very specific.
Yeah, it's performing incredibly well in both, sometimes even surpassing the performance of larger, more resource-intensive models.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So we've established that it's smart, it's efficient. But what about speed?
Right.
In tech, speed is everything.
It's fast. In fact, it's faster than its predecessor, O1 Mini.
Okay.
Their testing showed that O3 Mini responses were 24% faster,
Wow.
averaging just under 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Yeah.
That's pretty snappy.
Especially when you're working on a complex problem or need a quick answer.
Yeah.
And here's another cool thing for developers specifically.
Okay.
O3 Mini comes with features like function calling, structured outputs, and developer messages,
Oh, wow.
making it even easier to integrate into different applications.
So it's not only smarter and faster, it's also more developer-friendly. They really thought of everything.
And to add to that, users can actually control what they call reasoning effort.
Wow.
Low, medium, or high,
Right.
depending on how much thinking they want the model to do.
So if you want like a quick calculation, you go low effort.
Right.
But if you're tackling like,
Really complex problem.
something big, you can crank it up.
You can crank it up to high effort.
Wow. Okay. So let's get into how it works with ChatGPT, since
Yeah.
I know a lot of our listeners use it.
Yeah.
How does this change things for them?
Well, for paid users, those with ChatGPT Plus, Team, or Pro, they get immediate access to O3 Mini, replacing O1 Mini,
Okay.
but with some added bonuses.
So it's like a free upgrade.
Exactly.
Okay.
Plus, and teen users see their rate limit tripled,
What?
jumping from 50 messages per day to 150.
Oh, wow.
While Pro users get unlimited access to both O3 Mini and a higher intelligence version called O3 Mini High.
Unlimited access to the souped-up version.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. What about free users?
Yeah,
Are they left out in the cold?
not at all.
Okay.
For the first time, OpenAI is making this level of AI reasoning available to free users in ChatGPT.
Wow.
They can access O3 Mini by selecting Reason in the message composer or by regenerating a response.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So OpenAI is really making a statement about making this accessible to everyone.
They are, and they've even started integrating search functionality into O3 Mini, so it can pull information from the web
Oh, wow.
to give even more comprehensive and up-to-date answers.
So it's not just using its own
Right.
knowledge base, it's going out and
It's going out.
getting more information.
It's still early days, but it gives us a glimpse into how AI might seamlessly integrate with our online world in the future.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
But before we get too carried away,
Right.
we need to talk about safety.
Yeah.
Anytime we're dealing with powerful AI, the question of responsible use comes up.
Yeah.
What has OpenAI done to ensure that O3 Mini is used safely?
That's a critical question, and OpenAI has been very upfront about their commitment to safety.
Okay.
They've implemented something called deliberative alignment.
Deliberative alignment.
Essentially, it's like training the model to reason about safety specifications before responding to any user prompts.
So it's not just reacting to
Right.
a harmful request.
It's considering the safety implications
It's already thinking about the safety.
before it even generates a response.
Wow. So how do we know if it works?
Well, their evaluations show that O3 Mini outperforms its predecessor, GPT-4o,
Okay.
on both safety and what they call jailbreak evaluations.
For those who might not know, what's a jailbreak?
It's when someone tries to trick the AI to bypass its safety protocols and make it do things it's not supposed to do.
So they're trying to
Right.
break it,
Yeah.
kind of.
Kind of like picking the lock on a security system.
So it's more resistant,
It is.
which is good.
OpenAI has also been extremely thorough with their safety testing
Okay.
and what they call red teaming,
Okay.
bringing in external experts to try to find vulnerabilities or weaknesses.
So they're trying to break it before anyone else can,
Exactly.
which seems like the right approach.
It is.
Okay. So let's step back for a minute.
Okay.
Look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
Where does O3 Mini fit into the overall landscape?
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, O3 Mini is a clear sign that the future of AI isn't just about bigger and more complex models.
So it's not just a race to build the biggest AI brain out there.
Right. O3 Mini shows that smaller, more specialized models can be incredibly powerful and efficient.
Okay.
It's about refining AI, making it better at specific tasks, and making it accessible to more people.
So it's not just about the wow factor anymore.
Right.
It's about how we can actually use this to solve problems.
It's about how we can practically apply it
Right.
to solve real-world problems in specific areas.
Yeah. And that's where the excitement is.
Yeah.
As it becomes more accessible, more people are going to be able to use it.
Exactly. As AI becomes more tailored and more accessible, we're going to see a surge of innovation in all kinds of fields.
I can't wait to see what people do with it.
Yeah.
It's like giving a powerful new tool to a whole generation of creators.
And who knows what other breakthroughs are just around the corner.
Right.
The pace of development in AI is incredible. What we're seeing today is just the beginning.
Well said.
Yeah.
This has been a fascinating look at O3 Mini so far.
Yes.
Before we move on, I'm curious,
Mhm.
what are some potential limitations that we should be aware of?
That's a great question. While O3 Mini is incredibly powerful,
Okay.
it's important to remember that it's still a tool.
Okay.
It's not a magic solution. It's not going to replace human expertise altogether.
So we're not out of a job yet.
Not quite.
Okay.
It can augment our abilities, help us solve problems more efficiently, and open up new avenues for exploration. But human judgment, creativity, and critical thinking are still essential.
We can't just trust it blindly.
Right.
We still need to be the ones thinking,
Absolutely.
making the decisions.
AI can be an incredible assistant, but it's up to us to be the drivers.
Okay. I think that's a good place to pause for now.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but there's still so much more to explore.
I agree. We've only just scratched the surface of what O3 Mini can do
Yeah.
and what it means for the future of AI.
We'll be right back after a short break to continue our deep dive into the world of O3 Mini.
It's fascinating to think about how O3 Mini challenges our assumptions about AI.
What do you mean?
For years, the narrative has been like bigger is better when it comes to these models.
Yeah.
The more data, the more complex, the more intelligent.
Right.
While there's some truth to that,
Yeah.
O3 Mini shows us that
Correct.
smaller,
Okay.
more specialized models can pack a serious punch.
It's like a David and Goliath,
Exactly.
but in the world of AI.
O3 Mini is this nimble, efficient model going head-to-head with these giants and proving that innovation isn't always about brute force.
Right.
It's about these elegant solutions that achieve these amazing results, but with less.
And it gets back to what we were saying about OpenAI, making AI more accessible. If they can get this kind of performance with smaller models,
Right.
it opens up so many possibilities for those who don't have access to the big.
Massive computing power.
Yeah.
It's a real game changer for, researchers, developers, even students.
Yeah.
It also makes me wonder if we might see a shift away from the pursuit of these ever larger models
Okay.
towards a more focused approach where AI is tailored to specific tasks and optimized for efficiency.
So instead of one giant AI brain
Right.
that's trying to do everything,
Right.
we might have all these little specialized
An ecosystem.
tools.
Yeah, think about like the evolution of tools in any field. We started with simple general purpose tools, but over time we developed more specialized tools for specific tasks.
It's like a surgeon wouldn't use a hammer to perform brain surgery. You need the right tool for the job.
And that brings us back to the importance of human judgment as AI becomes more specialized.
Right.
Our role in choosing the right tool, understanding its limitations, and interpreting its outputs.
We can't just trust it blindly.
Right. We have to be the ones asking the right questions, thinking critically, and making these informed decisions.
So it's an assistant.
Absolutely.
But we're the ones who have to drive.
AI can be an incredible assistant,
Right.
but it's up to us to be the drivers.
Okay, so we've talked about this in a broad sense.
Right.
Can we give some specific examples
Sure.
of how this might play out?
Let's take education, for example.
Okay.
Imagine a world where every student has access to, like, an AI tutor
That'd be amazing.
that can tailor their learning experience to their individual needs and provide instant feedback on their work.
Especially those who struggle.
Exactly. O3 Mini could help level the playing field in education and make personalized learning a reality for everyone.
Okay.
And then there's research.
Right.
Scientists could use O3 Mini to analyze these massive data sets, identify patterns, and generate new hypotheses.
Speed up
Yeah.
a lot of those processes.
It could really accelerate scientific discovery and lead to breakthroughs in fields like medicine, climate change, space exploration.
It's pretty much limitless.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And in software development,
Oh.
O3 Mini could assist programmers with, writing code, finding and fixing errors, even suggesting like creative solutions.
Yeah. Making it more accessible to those who don't have like years of experience.
Right. And beyond these examples, I think the most exciting possibilities are the ones we haven't even thought of yet.
That's always the case.
Right. As O3 Mini becomes more widely available, I think we'll see people using it in ways we can't even imagine right now.
Like handing someone a new tool
Yep.
and saying, go create something amazing.
Exactly.
I'm excited to see what people come up with.
Me too. And that's what makes this such an exciting time to be involved in the world of AI. The possibilities are truly limitless.
Okay, we've painted a very optimistic picture,
We have.
but we need to be realistic.
Right.
There are potential downsides
Yeah.
with any new technology,
Yes.
especially something as powerful as AI.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things we need to be cautious about?
Yeah, that's a great point. We can't just blindly embrace AI without considering the risks.
Yeah.
One of the biggest concerns, and understandably so,
Yeah.
is the impact on jobs.
Right.
As AI becomes more sophisticated, there's a chance that it could automate tasks that are currently done by humans.
Yeah, it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
We need to be thinking about
Yeah.
how to prepare for those changes.
Absolutely. Like retraining workers for new types of jobs
Right.
and making sure that the benefits of AI are shared widely and fairly.
It's not about trying to stop progress, but managing it.
I completely agree. It's not about trying to stop progress, but about managing it responsibly.
Right. So everyone benefits,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just a select few.
Yeah. What other potential challenges do you see with O3 Mini or with AI in general?
Yeah.
Well, another thing to consider is the potential for misuse.
Right.
Any powerful tool can be used for good or for bad, and AI is no exception.
So how do we prevent it from being used for bad?
That's the big question, and there's no easy answer.
Yeah.
But it starts with open and honest conversations about the ethics of
Okay.
AI.
Right.
It's about involving diverse perspectives in the development.
So it's not just about the technology,
Right.
but it's about the people who are making it.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The future of AI depends on our ability to use this technology wisely and ethically.
This has been a really insightful conversation.
It has.
We've explored the capabilities,
Yeah.
its potential impact, and then the broader implications for society.
It's been a fascinating discussion. I hope our listeners are starting to see that AI isn't just this futuristic concept.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's evolving. It's shaping our world in some profound ways.
And if there's one thing I want them to take away,
Yeah.
it's this. The future of AI isn't something that's happening to us.
Right.
It's something we're all creating together.
Well said.
Instantly. We'll be right back after a quick break to wrap up our deep dive into the world of O3 Mini. You know, as we've been talking about O3 Mini and its potential, it's really struck me that this feels like, we're on the edge of something massive.
I agree. It's not just another incremental step forward in AI. This feels different.
Yeah.
Like a real turning point where the possibilities are suddenly expanding.
Exponentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that feeling of potential is what makes this so
captivating for, those of us who live and breathe this stuff. And for those who are just starting to kind of grasp what it all means.
And it's not confined to research labs or science fiction anymore.
It's becoming a part of our everyday lives.
Yeah.
Often in ways we don't even realize.
That's true. It's in our smartphones. It's in our cars. It's in our homes. It's shaping the recommendations we see.
Yeah, influencing the music we listen to.
Yeah.
Changing how we interact with the world around us.
And as models like O3 Mini become more accessible, more affordable, that integration is only going to accelerate.
Absolutely.
Which leads to the big question, what does this mean to the average person? How is this going to impact their lives?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to say for sure, but I think it's safe to say that AI will touch almost every aspect of our lives.
Yeah, from how we work.
Right.
How we learn.
How we communicate, how we entertain ourselves.
How we manage our health.
Exactly.
The key is to approach all these changes with a sense of, I guess, excitement, but also caution.
Right. We need to be informed. We need to be engaged, asking the right questions and demanding that AI is developed and used responsibly.
It's not about fearing the future.
Yeah.
It's not about stopping progress.
Right. It's about shaping that progress in a way that benefits everyone.
Right. And that's where I find a lot of hope.
Yeah.
We're seeing more and more conversations about the ethical implications.
Absolutely. About diversity and inclusion in its development, the need for transparency and accountability.
And those conversations are so important.
They are. They're how we ensure that AI doesn't become this force that divides us, but a tool that empowers us to create a better world, a more just, more equitable, and more sustainable world.
Absolutely.
And that's what this podcast is all about, encouraging those conversations, exploring the possibilities, helping our listeners understand this landscape.
Well said. And speaking of understanding that landscape, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
We have.
We've gone deep on O3 Mini, explored its potential.
Yes.
And then, the broader implications of AI.
It's been a fascinating journey, and I hope our listeners are leaving with that sense of wonder and responsibility.
If there's one thing I hope they take away, it's this. AI is here.
It's now.
It's shaping our world.
So stay curious, stay informed, stay engaged.
Because the future of AI isn't something that's happening to us. It's something we're all creating together.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of O3 Mini. We'll be back next week with another exploration of the latest and greatest in AI and tech. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
See you next time.